reach out to steal. I got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady flossing with cash out from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it? Still with a left, right, and shook. Look,
More steals than Ricky Hill from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this. I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and be ballin'. But I guess they all is 'cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back a few years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. The St. Joe's, the host treated me different. But I was good on the dribble like an infant.
Yeah, I kind of echoed the same thing. Kendrick, I said, uh-oh. Ant probably should have said what he said to Kyrie, because Kyrie show is picking on him. Had that boy with his tongue out.
Yeah. Well, I think the national.
Let's be a lesson to you youngsters out there in the world. When they say, don't write a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash, this is a prime example right here.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, listen, and it's just Kyrie. The whole national media poked the bear. I mean, let's. I want to talk about this in the pregame when they get a chance to. I'm gonna talk about it now. I mean, let's go to the Ringer. Early on today, had 3 guys, 25 and under, had 3 guys ahead of Luka, who just got nominated for his 5th straight first team All NBA. One guy is ahead of him. He just put out the playoffs. Another guy that he's never lost to in his early career, and then the other guy, he just went up 1-0 in the Western Finals. But yeah, he's the 4th best player, 25 and under. Yeah, okay, that's BS right there. Kyrie, Ant-Man. Yeah, I got Kyrie. We got national media writers or national media person. Oh, the Mavs gonna get swept. It barely gonna go 5. Them Timberwolves got dogs in them. All that BS. Derek Lively.
I mean, the name of the team is the Wolves, so of course they got dogs in them. So
okay, you got me on that one. But anyway, yeah, you got my train. You got other people saying that, man. You know what? What the Wolves so deep on their bench? Now it's really gonna kill them. I mean, all this yip and yap, and the Mavs are 1-0. Mavs just going about their business, keeping their head down. You talk about the rest of these teams. You go ahead and talk about it. We're going to keep our head down and keep winning games. The Mavs are a serious threat to win the championship. Y'all guys better start taking notice. I know y'all don't look at Dallas as nothing more than a cowboy town or something like that, but y'all better start about thinking there's some basketball getting played down here, man.
I just want to throw this out there. I really think that the Timberwolves are in trouble because they came out and hit the Mavericks with their best shot, and it didn't phase the Mavericks. They hit all those 3. But remember, Kendrick, this was my point I made in the what's the name? I said this is gonna be your stars, and your big man are gonna have to win you this series. Your stars is what won you the game today. Their stars didn't show up and win. This ain't gonna be a role players. This ain't a series where the role players are gonna have to win you this.
Yeah, we talked about it. Jaden McDaniels. We said in the first half he ain't gonna shoot.
Stop hating, get money, Eastside. I really hate Dallas. Stop hating and get money.
I'm sorry, Eastside. You live in Houston, but that's your fault. maybe that's your fault. Maybe you should have moved. But anyway, we said Jaden McDaniels. He ain't gonna shoot. He ain't gonna shoot no 80% from 3 in the second half. He did. He just made 1 3. He basically made I think he made 3 points, 1 3-point field goal. That was it for him. In the second half, he came back down to earth. That's not who he is. We said slow-mo wasn't going to be hitting it up like he was in the first. They had 11 points. I think he had no points. He got played off the court, like Tovar said. And you saw, and me and Walt talked about this. We talked about this in the second half. If you notice something, those lanes that Minnesota Anthony Edwards got in in the Denver series, they're not there. You know why? Because let's face it, when they ran a pick and roll against Jokic, Jokic's not a good defensive player. He's a stiff. And so it's easy to go around him. But it's not easy to go around Derek Lively because Derek Lively's athletic. It's not easy to go around Daniel Gafford because Daniel Gafford, even though sometimes he plays small, he's way more athletic.
Get off the floor, Daniel Gafford. Get up.
He's way more athletic than Jokic is. It's easy to go around Jokic. He ain't gonna resist nothing. He's never been a good defensive player. But you got two good athletic centers who can play the perimeter, who can switch. You got PJ Washington who can switch, and you got Kyrie and Irving and Luka doing the thing. Both these guys for the first time, I think this playoffs, got 30 points apiece. And if that happens, and you keep defense, and you can't. In fact, remember they never got 30 points apiece in this playoff. If they come alive, advantage Mavs, because let me tell you something. They can put up offense with the best of them. It ain't just we just seeing, like we talked about it's early in the game with Anthony Edwards. Well, this is a different animal. I mean, it's easy. Listen, no shade on Jamal Murray, but he's not half the player that Kyrie Irving is. He just isn't. He ain't close to the player. He don't have the handles. He don't have the shooting ability. He don't have the heads. He don't have the fakes. He just don't have it. So it's easy to D up him. No shade on Jamal Murray, but that's a different animal. So you saw with Anthony Evans, he was huffing and puffing out there, boy, because Kyrie was running him all over the floor in this game, and you saw it.
Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, they took their best shot tonight, and it didn't phase them. They had all those threes in the first, what's the name, Kendrick?
And
first
half,
they get hot. And the Mavericks, they were only down by like 4 or 5. Jason Kidd's probably telling them, just stay patient.
Remember what I said. And remember what I said, Walt, I said I like where they at.
You did.
Listen, they shot the lights out in the first half. Was only up 3. They shot the light. Usually if you're shooting 50-something% from the field and 40-something% from 3, you be up by 20. They was only up by 3. I like where the Mavs were at in the first half because I know they ain't gonna be shooting like that in the second half, and they didn't. The Mavs, listen. I know the national media want to talk about the Timberwolves defense, and it's elite defense. I'm not taking nothing away from, but it actually is 2 elite defenses in this game. The Dallas Mavericks, since the trade, have been the best defense in the NBA, and has transferred that to the playoffs. This team can play defense. It's got Tim Legler said it best. It has a championship defense, and the rest of the national media got to start respecting that. I don't want to give the Mavericks give any credit because they like to stick to this status quo that because the star players Luka Doncic can't. I guess none of them can play defense, but that's not the case. These guys can play defense. And give shout out to Luka. He had 2 great defensive plays in the fourth quarter. He stopped the lob. He also had a steal at the end of the game. Then he guarded the hell out of Mike Conley late in the game. Played great defense. Also guarded Anthony Edwards individually. So give Luka a shout out, man. Give Kyrie a shout out for his play. But no, it's got to be started. The Mavericks came out. Listen, I know what I know. The Mavericks come into this series feel very disrespected by the national media.
They should.
Because everybody's talked. Listen, they talked about Boston. They talked about Minnesota. Hell, they even talked about Indiana. And when they talk about the Mavericks, it's what OKC didn't do to lose the series.
And this guy Slow-Mo, I don't think they need to put Slow-Mo back on the court because
he got played off the court in the second half.
He got played off the court.
Yeah, because they were starting to run him and pick and rolls, and he couldn't keep up. So that ended that experiment.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to stay on the court.
And see, this is the problem for Anthony Edwards.
Long way. I think you might be right, man. I told Kendrick this. I was like, Kendrick, I think the Timberwolves are in trouble. I think they might be getting swept.
I don't know about that, but I think they in trouble.
Kendrick, let me ask you this. They play all of their best players tonight, and their best players Well, two of their best players didn't even show up. The guys who got them the most point were their role players. That's not gonna get it done.
No, it's not gonna get it done. I expect them to be more aggressive in the game too, because they got to win it. But like I said, they the Mavs are a good defensive team. It's a reason why the star players didn't really put the imprint on the game, because the Mavs are a good defense. They legitimately are. The national media needs to start taking the whole. The Mavs are legitimately a good defense. PJ Washington can guard. Derek Jones Jr. can guard. Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford.
Oh, I liked this play right here. They got right back on it. I liked that play right there.
Centers. Josh Green, he annoys the hell out of me. I think he's dumb. He's dumb as hell, but when he actually locks in on defense, he can guard. And now you got Kyrie guarding. He's going back to 2016.
What was you thinking when he fouled on that last play?
Man, I want to kick him square in his ass. I literally want to kick him square in his ass. I want to leave the boot up in there. Just leave my knife, leave my Jordan square up in his ass.
Kid, your life flash for you when you
saw it was stupid. Because I know Coach Kidd said no foul.
Coach Kidd turned red. I said, "Oh damn, I ain't never seen Coach Kidd turn red."
Looked up, looked down, and then just walked to the other side. That's the last thing. But it didn't come back to haunt the Mavs by Conley with the second free throw, and they was able to get disturbed the last rebound where it didn't matter. And Mavs come in with a win.
And whoever's idea to put this Alexander kid on Luka, you need not do that again.
Well, this is the problem.
Right here with the Mavericks. The Mavericks took the first lead right here.
This is the problem for the Timberwolves. And this is what Lou Dort had an advantage. Because Lou Dort is actually, you got to give Lou Dort and OKC credit. He's just as strong as Luka, especially in the upper body. He's just as strong. But no offense to Jaden McDaniels and especially Nikhil Alexander and even none of those guys are strong to keep Luka out the paint when he wants to get to the paint. You saw Luka just bowling through Anthony Edwards.
Luka took over. Luka took over in the fourth quarter.
Just going through Alexander. Just going through McDaniels. McDaniels got length, but he's skinny. And Luka just put that shoulder into him. Woo. Just bully balled him. And that's what Luka got to do. Luka's the strongest wing in this game, in this series. He's use your strength and bully ball those dudes. If you play physical on them, you're gonna have success. If you're playing that outside game, we're trying to beat them. They got the advantage because they naturally more athletic, gifted.
This game a little bit different, Nas Reed, when you ain't got just fat ass Gordon what's the name out there? A little bit different now, Nas Reed.
Well, like I said, he's got PJ Washington guarding. He ain't got Jokic out there guarding.
You got to put that ball on the floor now.
So
put that ball on the floor.
So he got guys that can contest the shot. And I'm not saying Nas Reed didn't have his moments. He had his moments with guys driving.
Luka, this is where Luka just got cooking right here.
Yeah.
Then he said, "You gonna put this little dude on me?" What?
Yeah. That's
come here, little dude. Come here, little dude. Take that with you. Take that with you. Get this little man off of me. Don't disrespect me with no little man like that on me. Hell is wrong with you?
And one thing about the Mavs, I like, they pushed the pace in this game.
Yes,
I think what happened to Denver is that the times when Denver was winning games, they pushed the pace. When Denver stopped running, then Minnesota got back into it. You got to keep pushing the pace.
They started running because they ran out of gas.
Yeah, they stopped running. But I'm saying you got to keep pushing the pace on. You can't let Minnesota's defense just set up. You can't let it just set up and set. You got to keep pushing the ball. Get them in cross matchup where you have the advantage. You let Minnesota, you let Rudy Gobert camp in the paint. Let them set on defense. They have the advantage. The Mavs did a great job pushing the pace in this game. That was a big shot by Karl Anthony Towns.
A big shot. But here we go right here. This is this is a big shot by Ant.
Yeah, Ant.
A big shot. You needed more from Ant tonight. But I guess he's too tired from chasing Kyrie around.
This is what happens. You want to listen.
Look at this right here. This is beautiful. Step back.
I'm gonna say this again. Let's stop the Jordan comparisons. Let's stop that, because Jordan ain't get dog tired in the fourth quarter. Jordan took on a hard assignment and still had
3J Washington finally showed up here with that one.
Let's stop that. Yeah, big shot by 3J. He hits big shots in the fourth quarter, man. Now,
Ooh, Luka, get off of me. Get this dude off of me.
Yeah, but that's the shot. Nikhil Alexander is taller than Luka, but Luka's got the strength.
Get off of me.
He put that shoulder into him, and Nikhil, McDaniel went 2 feet back. Play bully ball on these little dudes.
Are they gonna show the? I was gonna say, are they gonna show the Josh Green play that got you upset?
Yeah, it got me upset because that you just let them shoot it. What are 3 gonna do? If you up 4, what is the 3 gonna do? Why are you fouling? But when you got one of the dumbest basketball players in the NBA, that happens. And remember,
lay off of him, Kendrick.
Yeah, he's one of the dumbest.
Lay off of him.
He looks like a Gomer. He just looks like a Gomer. Right there. He just looks like a Gomer.
Big birthday. Shout out to Pierre. I think today is Pierre's birthday, man. Shout out to him. Hey, look out, man. I think Pierre's going to be doing a post-game show. Look out, Cleveland. Cleveland, this is for you. I'm coming to see you, Cleveland, on Sunday.
You can provide some entertainment. I mean, hell, the Cavs not doing nothing.
I'm going to see the house where Max Strus built.
Yeah, they probably down on Luke. Yeah, they try to get him up out of there after that big contract they're wasting him with. But anyway, Mavs get a big win. What was the score? 108 to 105. Mavs with a big time victory.
Yeah, 108 to 105, Kendrick.
Yeah. Big time. The stars came out. This, like Walt said, this was a star. This is gonna be a star series, and your stars set the tone early and set the tone late. That's what you want. That's what you want. All right. So if we go getting the stats and facts, we're gonna.
Yes, we are gonna hit them with some stats and facts.
Before you get to stats and facts, before you get to there, let me put my computer about to die. Let me get my plug so I can plug up and I'll get right with you. Go ahead and the people for about
up, and there it was. His computer has died. Yes. While we wait on Kendrick to get back, I think the Timberwolves are in trouble. Now, I know I was clowning around earlier and said we shouldn't win the first game because game 1 we usually lose under Jason Kidd but win the series. But I'm sorry, I'm over here on Instagram. I'm reading Jay Nonstop is tuning in. Watch your mouth, Anthony Edwards. Kyrie ran through that young man's tongue out his mouth. Nas Reed is a problem though. But Nas Reed is going to have to put the ball on the floor now that he don't just have Gordon whatever his name was out there guarding him. PJ always show up by the end of the night with an odds and a few points just as everyone is running low. Yeah. That was a big three by PJ. But like I keep saying, those guys are not going to win you this series. Kyrie and Luka and your big man are going to have to win you this series. Same thing with Ant and them on the other end. It's going to be Ant and Cat that's going to have to win you this series. The Timberwolves came out and hit them with all those threes and hit the Mavs with their best shot, and it didn't even face the Mavs. It didn't even do nothing to them. Mavs was still. I'm pretty sure, like I said, Jason Kidd just told them, just stay patient. Don't worry about it. Them shots probably won't fall in the second half. He was right. They didn't fall, and he pounced right on them. I mean, they pounced right on them. New comment. Ounce and pints of liquor. I guess that's for what's the name? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. LeVar. All right, Kendrick is back now.
All right,
Kendrick, do we have you, Kendrick?
Yeah. When I was telling you to go get my
It died right then.
Right then. Yeah, I had to get it. All right. Sorry about that, people. Man, listen, when I'm locked into playoff basketball, I'm locked in, man. I'm locked in. Okay. Let's get down to
so basically in a nutshell, you're
dead on arrival.
Your computer showed up dead on arrival.
Kind of so, biblical. Kind of so. It kind of happened like that. Biblical.
Showed up dead on arrival.
All right, let's get to the stats.
With your broke ass.
Well, Can't say that true on lady. I am kind of broke. I mean,
No, you ain't. You ain't never broke.
It's been a tough year. It's been a
It's
tough
not.
year.
No, it's
Taxes was a you know what this year. But
Come
anyway,
on, man.
let's get to the stats and facts. Mavs win 108 to 105. Let's get to the field goal percentage. The Mavs shoot 49% from the field. To the Minnesota's 43% from the field. The Mavs
They did all that shooting tonight just to get a hot L. My God.
Yeah. Guess what? And the Mavs can improve. The Mavs only 6 out of 25 from 3. They shot 24% from 3. And won.
Oh my God.
And
Oh
won.
my God.
They shot 6 of 25 from 3 and won. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves, get this, Walt. The Timberwolves shot 18 of 49.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Chris, we ain't seen you in a month and a half, man. Don't stop, Chris. I'm not. Walt, you want to deal? Listen, we love you, Chris, but Walt, you want to deal with that? Go ahead. I'm going to do the stats and facts. The Mavs shoot 6 of 25.
I want to deal with this. This is ridiculous. Why is this even still a thing? The coach got you in the damn Western Conference Finals. Why are we still talking about his rotations? Stop it. You're just finding something to be mad at Coach Kidd about. That makes no sense. There was nothing wrong with the rotations tonight. Not one thing was wrong with the rotations. Not one. Jesus Christ. Thank you for listening, Chris Jones.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Appreciate you.
I think Chris be doing that to be on purpose, man. He just wants to hear.
You running a bit. You running a bit, Chris? Oh, you running a bit right now?
Are you psyching me up, Chris?
I see that. You must be doing. I see that vein in the top of your forehead.
Win is a win.
Yeah, thank you. All right, the Mavs. But check this out, Walt. Like I said before, the Mavs shoot 6 of 25 from 3. They only shoot 24%, and they won. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves were 18 out of 49. They shot 49 threes. 37%.
Exum Hardy, THJ. What was wrong?
Bro.
What was wrong with that lineup?
Chris,
it worked.
Chris, that's the team to have. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to be? Do you want to be Tom Thibodeau and play 5 guys and all of them start getting sprained ankles and torn abdominals and pulled groins and broken hands? That's. I don't listen. I called. Listen,
he did have somebody pull a groin because they were running so much.
I mean, listen. I said Josh Green was a gomer, a dummy, but he's got to play because the minutes are the minutes. I mean, you can't play Luka and Kyrie 48 minutes. You just can't. But anyway.
Don't have Maxey, Chris Jones. That's why they have to play because they don't have Maxey. Now if Maxey was here, he'd have a point. But Maxey's not here, so they got to get some run. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah,
they got to get some run.
Like I said, Minnesota shot 18 for 49 from 3 and lost. That's a good percentage. Free throws, the Mavs was 16 out of 17. This is a good case. They were 94%. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Timberwolves were 11 out of 18 for 61%. I told you in the first stat that those missed free throws going to come back to hunt Timberwolves, and they did.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Kendrick, but did you already point out the fact that Luka and Kyrie had 63 points and the rest of the team had 45 points?
No, I didn't. It's a Luka. We said it. Luka. It's gonna be a star series. And Luka and Kyrie came out and both put up 30. It's the first time both of them put up 30 points in a playoff game. This playoff run. So
yeah, Chris Jones. It really don't. Chris, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter about the rest of the guys. It only matters about Luka, Kyrie, Dante Exum. I'm sorry, not Dante Exum. Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively. That's all that matters right now in this series. It's all that matters.
Chris,
whoever you want on the floor.
Chris, the series they gotta play. Who else you putting in? Me and Walt. They gotta play. I mean, they gotta produce when they out there. But anyway, offensive rebounds.
We just need to play defense. That's it. We don't need them scoring.
Yeah, offensive rebound is 11-10 in favor of the Mavericks. Assists 23-21 in favor of Timberwolves. Steals 8-5 in favor of the also the Timberwolves. Blocks 8-3 in favor of the of the Mavs. Total turnovers, the Mavs had 13. The Timberwolves had 10. The Timberwolves had 14 points off the the Mavs had 14 points off the Minnesota 10 turnovers. The Timberwolves only had 9 points off the Mavericks 13, so that's a good spot right there. Fast break points 12-9 in favor of the Timberwolves. Big stat right here. With Rudy Gobert, you want to take all those threes? 62-38 advantage in favor of the Mavs. Mavs won the points in the paint. There's a good thing and a bad thing with big guys shooting threes. That means the answer not in the paint. Let's get to the
That's a very astute observation by you there, Kendrick.
I mean, hey, you want to take them threes? Go ahead. Go ahead. That means you're not killing us in the paint. All right. Let's get to the box score. For the Dallas Mavericks, for the good guy.
Hey man, you got this concept of basketball down.
Yeah, I really do. I mean,
Yeah,
I read
it's really impressive.
I read a book on it and everything. Let's get PJ.
Well, I watched a movie called Liar Liar once. You know what the message of the movie was? Don't lie. Don't lie. It's a smart movie.
More you know, the more you grow. Okay. Yeah. PJ Washington, 13 points. He was a plus 12. Had blocks in this game. 7 rebounds.
Maybe Josh Green knew not to foul, and wasn't that you wouldn't have got so upset.
Sometimes you just can't help somebody. God help. Only God can help you. 41 minutes. He was 4 out of 10 from the field, but he actually was 2 out of 8, including a big 3 late in the game. He also hit all 3 of his free throws.
I wish y'all could have seen how bad Kendrick got with Josh Green.
Listen, guys. I'm gonna tell you something. I was literally. Listen. I gotta listen. In my den. I got a $5,000 big screen TV. I was literally almost a thing away from chucking this remote right after he found out to chuck my remote and my $5,000 screen. I'll tell you. Hold on, no, you can't get that mad. Derrick Jones. Speaking of mad.
That joke was better than a wet damn hand.
No. He had 8 points, two assists, 4 rebounds. In the game, he's only 4 or 9 for the field, 0-2. But guess what? He had the Anthony Edwards assignment, and he shut down Anthony Edwards in this game. People gonna start giving Derrick Jones some props by him being a big time elite defender in this league. Daniel Gafford, 21 minutes, 5 or 9 from the field. He had 10 points and 9 rebounds. Need to get him off the floor a little bit more, man. You gotta stop hitting the floor all the time. Did have 1 block in the game. Kyrie Irving, 40 minutes. He was 12 of 23. It was 0 of 3 from his threes, but hit all 6 of his free throws. He had 5 boards. Also had 4 assists. He was a +5. He had 30 points. His first 30-point game of the playoffs. You know, Luka Doncic. He had another 30-point game. I think this is his third 30-point game of the playoffs. He had 33. He was a -9. He had 6 boards, 8 assists, 3 steals in this game, including also had a deflection, a block and a big deflection in this game. He also had 41 minutes. He was 12 of 26, 3 of 10 from 3, 6 of 7 from his free throws. So the Mavs were hitting their free throws tonight. Tim Hardaway Jr., 10 minutes. He had no points. I want to hear from his daddy tomorrow. I want to hear from him. He was a +7.
If you guys knew how to use him, he wouldn't be out there getting more playing time if y'all just knew how to use him.
Okay, yeah, sure. He didn't attempt the shot in this game. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear about that in the morning. But he did have 4 rebounds and a steal. Derek Lively, 27 minutes. He was perfect from the field, 4 of 4. He also was perfect from the free throw line. He had 11 boards and 9 points. Almost had a double-double. He was a +19. Also had 3 assists and 2 blocks in this game. Josh Green, if he wasn't fouling guys on threes, he did have 3 points of his own. He had 1 block, 1 rebound in 13 minutes. Dante Exum just had 3 minutes. No imprint on the game. He had no points. Jaden Hardy had 9 minutes in this game. Had 2 points. He was a +2 in that. Had 4 assists, one steal, and a rebound. Let's get to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jay McDaniels. Boy, he had himself a game in the first half. He had 19 points in the first half. Wow, you want to ask me what his total? His total points wasn't the whole game. He had 19 the first half.
Who's that?
Jay McDaniels.
Yeah,
He had
19 the first half. What do you have the second half? 0?
No.
1, 2,
No.
3. What?
He had a total of 5 points in the second. He had 24 points and it finished up in this game. Now you may think that was a good game, but the way he was going, he was gonna get 50. He only had 5 in the second. We told you he wasn't gonna do all that in the second half, and he didn't. He had 1 steal, 3 assists, 4 boards in the game. He in 39 minutes. He was 9 of 15 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3. And trust me, guys, he's not gonna go 6 of 9 the rest of this series. So that may be the best you get from Jay McDaniels advantage Mavs. Rudy Gobert, 38 minutes, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Got put in a lot of pick and rolls like he did in that Utah series. The reason why they cut his behind. He only had 1 steal, 2 assists, 7 boards. They did a good job keeping him off the block in this game. Karl Anthony Towns had a poor shooting night. 34 minutes. He was 6 of 20 from the field. 2 of 9.
God.
2 of 9 from
20.
2 of 9 from 3. He did hit both his free throws. Only had 7 rebounds, 16 points in this game. Only had 2 assists, 1 steal. Mike Conley, 6 points, 3 assists, 3 boards, and 2 steals in 31 minutes to play.
So he had how many points?
Who? Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns had how many points?
He only had 16. And
How many
most
points
of them
did he have?
19.
And Kyrie and Luka had combined had 63.
Yeah, like I said.
Oh God, Timberwolves in trouble. Timberwolves in trouble. Timberwolves in trouble. I'm sorry.
31 minutes for Mike Conley. He was 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Only had 3 assists, 2 steals. Only had 6 points. Speaking of Anthony Ant-Man, 41 minutes. Yeah, he's calling right now saying, "What the hell happened?" Kyrie Irving happened, Ant. He was 6 of 16 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3. Stop shooting them threes, boy. He had 2 free throws. He did have 11 boards, 19 points, 8 assists. I guess he saw him going in against Denver. He thought that was going to be the same thing in this series. Only had two steals, no blocks. He was a -1 in this game. Slow-Mo Anderson had himself a good first half. He had 11 points in the first half. That's what his ass finished up with in the second half. He only had 2 assists, 2 boards in this game in 17 minutes of play. Naz Reid, 24 minutes. This guy really scared me. He had 15 points. Usually he goes off for 20 something.
But the difference now is his points and what's the name points ain't gonna matter if Cat and Ant ain't gonna do nothing on their behalf.
Yeah. He had one steal, 2 assists, and 5 boards.
Yeah, you don't have fat ass Grant Williams guard you no more. You got to put the ball on the floor and go to the basket. Naz Reid, what you got for?
Nickeil Alexander, 16 minutes. He was 1 of 6. 3 of 4 from 3. He got abused on defense by Luka in the second half. Only had 2 points. He was a -5, 2 assists, and 1 board. And that's the stats and facts of the game. Finally,
Dario Saric, Ratio Nesterovic.
Come on, man. Not Ratio. Not Ratio Nesterovic. Not Ratio Nesterovic.
Andre Karolinko.
Hold on, man. Y'all gonna keep clowning on Ratio, man. He made a good living on 5 years. He made about $30 million. At 5 years he's in the league.
Twan Walker, Omar Caspery. Oh, who? Hey, Vosh, you like this next one? Pooh Richardson.
Who?
Pooh Richardson. Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, I remember Pooh Richardson.
You remember Pooh Richardson? Come on, man. Sam Cassell, Stephon Marbury, Ricky Rubio. Oh, here's another one. Isaiah Ryder.
He won a slam dunk contest.
He won a slam dunk. I can say slam dunk champion. Isaiah Ryder.
Yeah. Hey, hold on.
Who was the player that got the T-Wolves to the West Finals?
Stephon Marbury?
No, it was Bale. Bale. He had the dreads and everything.
Randy Fourier.
He's on KD's team.
Derrick Rose.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, but Carl, listen, you may be right. Karl Anthony Towns is at the podium slunking like it's just game 1. He looks like he just lost. He looks like he just lost the series. He lucky he just lost the series. That feels bad if you're a Minnesota Timberwolves fan and one of your best players looking like they just lost the series and it's just game one. That's bad.
To your point, what's that? Yesterday, Bob Myers was talking about Steph Curry. He was telling him, and I told my daughter this a couple weeks ago when she was playing basketball. I said, your body language tells a lot about you. Okay. I was like, you out there, you slouch, you slump. I was like, did you notice how you got those last 5 shots with nobody guarding you? Because the coach on the other end saw that you was slouched over and told them girls leave you open because you ain't got nothing.
Right.
He left you open. But Bob Myers he said the only thing I've ever told Steph Curry is watch your body language and how you do it. He was like, Steph would make mistakes and do like this. And he was like, you can't do that. You can't do that. The opponent that's showing a sign of weakness. You can't do that.
Right.
By the way, it was Troy Hudson.
Oh, Troy Hudson. I remember now.
Point guard.
Who he play for?
Minnesota.
Fred Hoiberg, Joe Smith, Zach Levine, AJ Barea.
Did Minnesota know that?
The snitch, D'Angelo Russell,
Corey
Brewer.
Did Minnesota know that?
Yeah, Christian Laettner and Latrell Sprewell said I told them I couldn't feed my kids with $31 million just for these Timberwolves to go out there and lose to these damn Mavericks.
Man,
on a Wednesday night.
Hold on. Boy, Latrell Sprewell was looking like a lonely man at that Knicks game 7 that they lost game 7.
Yeah, that's because he's still looking for that $30 million. He told him he couldn't feed his family with. Said I can't feed my family with $30 million. What's that? God, dog. How much does it cost to feed his family?
Man, what kind of kids you got?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite pre-mid post game show. Hey, appreciate that Dynasty Football Key. We appreciate.
All right, man. Appreciate it. We try to put out good content for you, man. Appreciate it.
Enjoy it, because it's almost over. It's almost over for the season.
Why is it almost over?
Because the season's almost over.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, man. Right. What are you doing?
Hey, we'll be back.
What you mean?
Hey, we'll be back in August.
You know what? He quit again. He done quit again, dog. They do every time we get the late May, they do burnout. He quit again.
I'm not like Anthony Edwards. I'm not like Anthony Edwards this time.
Quit again.
Oh no, hey Vosh, I ain't gonna lie. That when they went to the Western Conference Final, I was burnt, boy.
Oh yeah,
boy, I was burnt.
Like carrying the load going to the playoffs is very, very exhausting. I mean, but you want to keep going. So yeah, I mean, this shit is fun, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is fun.
I quit.
Oh my gosh. Compazzo. Hey, bro. Sorry, dog.
Jesus Christ.
My kid is working. You talking about kids working?
Compazzo, you should be banned for that comment.
Jesus Christ.
God dog it.
Compazzo.
God dog it.
Like, I'm ashamed right now, even looking at the camera right now. Look.
It's funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true. Boy. Hey, listen, I love Candace Parker, but she ain't got no taste, boy. She does not have taste, boy.
That forehead.
I mean, she tried it, so kudos there.
Even the woman she got, she's struggling a little bit too, but I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Whoa.
That one alone.
I don't know about that one.
Yo, where's Sheldon at now, man? Where you at now, man? What's he doing?
Recovering.
Oh, no, he's not. She paying him child support now.
Oh, my goodness.
Him child support. Wow.
Well,
think about that.
He didn't make no money in NBA. He didn't make no money.
Golly.
She paying him.
Golly. Damn shame we did it all.
Capasso, you ought to be shaming yourself, boy.
No, he's not. And that joke came from Thailand. That joke came all the way from Thailand.
I know he's not.
That joke came all the way from Thailand.
Bro.
Anyway, Oh, Tomas, any insight on the game, brothers?
I did have a few takeaways. For one,
Minnesota's in trouble.
I'm sorry, y'all, but Luka is that dude.
Yep.
I don't know who you are watching at home, but if you've had some takeaways with Luka being like being a nuisance or being not that dude for the Mavericks, you're wrong, because that dude just showed y'all the reason why the reason why the Mavericks are in the Western Conference Finals in the first place. Secondly, if you doubted Coach Kidd in
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I want you to read this. I want you to read this.
Here we go.
I want you to read this. I'm gonna let you get upset this time.
Chris, you famous.
What do you mean, Chris? So
He went rubbing his head. He did exactly what we did. He went to rubbing his head.
Here you go. Here it is right here. This is what he means. This is what he means.
They want Coach Kidd to get back on the court and hoop. Like seriously though. Like,
Here it is. This is reasoning right here.
Go ahead.
This is reasoning right here.
I'm looking at the big picture. 7 games, bro. It's the best out of 7. No, it's the best team that wins 4. The team that wins 4 is the best team. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's what it is. The team that wins 4. This shit ain't got to go 7. I'm just letting y'all know. I picked Mavs in 5 for a reason. I said it on actually on this show, the pregame show. I've been saying this since the Mavericks beat OKC. Mavericks in 5, bro. Because for one, for me, I personally think that it's a mismatch. Minnesota's just like outmatched. They ain't got nothing for the Mavs except 3-point shots. That's what I
said. I don't see an adjustment they can really just make that's going to help them. They already tried to go deep in their bench and put a little dude on Luka, and Luka cooked him.
I'll tell you what. Game 2, the Mavericks lose. There may be a
that's the Tony Brothers reference. You're right.
Yeah, well, yeah. There could be a referee or two that may come through and say, hey, foul on this play versus last game where the referees let him play. Because tonight, the referees let everybody play. I love when the refs let you play because it shows you who's tough, who's not. I'm looking, Daniel Gafford, I'm looking at you, sir. Going, what the hell are you flopping for? Why are you falling on the ground? Rudy Gobert, I'm looking at you, sir, and going, where the fuck were you tonight?
Get up, Daniel Gafford. Get up. That's all I kept saying. OKC series, get up, Daniel Gafford. Get up.
Dwight Powell must tell me, this is what you do. This is what you do right here. This is how you do it. You sell that call.
Mr. Edwards, you are, okay, so like Anthony Edwards, bro, I love his game, but tonight was the night. Tonight was the night not to score 19. He should have had 36.
Yep.
There's no reason why.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It was a reason why. It was a reason why he had 19. Because
I said your stars and your big man are gonna win you this series.
It's the reason why you got 19. Because he wanted that smoke. He wanted that smoke. And Kyrie gave him that smoke. He was running that dude all around in the first half and the third quarter. Until he got to the fourth quarter. That dude was huffing and puffing.
And then check this out though. So like whenever guys are like pulling threes from 25 feet and out, sometimes I think those threes go in and like basically give them a false sense of hope. Like, bro, basketball is won at the rim. At the rim. Alley-oops, layups, free throws. Basketball is won at the rim, which is a reason why basketball didn't have the actual 3-point shot until like 1983, 1984 type shit. And so like teams still win besides Steph Curry. Sorry, sir. Besides Steph Curry, teams didn't win by actually hitting 3-pointers more than anybody else. Basketball is still won in the trenches, which is why it's the same thing as football. Football is still won with a running back and defensive lines and everything else. And basketball is the same way. Get to the rim, you will win the game. And these dudes don't understand that part. So like seeing Ant, I'm sorry, TNT, ESPN, Instagram, Twitter, everybody else, all you young
Kendrick
people out there
Perkins.
talking about, Ant-Man is that dude. Not yet, because Luka hasn't still told you he's that dude first. And bro, and dudes don't understand that part. Wait your turn. I still remember hearing sound bites of the T-Wolves going, well, damn, how many games do y'all want to lose? Talking to, there's a reporter that asked Ant and Carl Anthony Towns, well, y'all won this series. Y'all won this series, but usually y'all losing this series, just like Oklahoma City did, and just like Oklahoma City when the Durant, the Harden, and the Westbrook Oklahoma City Thunder would lose the games, and then people go, yeah, well, usually a team like that is supposed to lose a game before it gets better. The Mavericks showed y'all that shit 3 years ago with Brunson and losing to Golden State. So what I'm thinking and what I'm saying is, like, Luka has shown y'all that, for one, he's that dude when it comes to winning games. Two, he ain't trying to lose games like that.
I just think
So,
that
like,
tonight I just seen the Timberwolves. I feel like the Timberwolves hit them with their best shots tonight, and it didn't work. They hit them with their best shots, and it didn't work.
I'm gonna say something, guys. I want to say something.
shoot.
And I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking. Listen, the Timberwolves in deep water, and I don't mean hot water. I mean deep water. This is the deepest they've been.
Deep shit. Yeah.
They in the
After
deep.
game
They in the deep ocean. I mean, listen. None of these guys have never been this far. I mean, so they don't. But you got guys like Luke and Curry. They've been in this. They've been here. Derrick Jones Jr. He's been here. You got some other guys experienced even on the bench. They've been here. Most of we talked about this I talked about this in the pregame. Most of their guys have never been to the Western Conference Finals except for Mike Conley, and he got I think that was Memphis. He got swept out of it. So the rest of those guys, this is the deepest they've been. So you got to see it before you start crowning them. You got to see how they're gonna react, because the deeper you go, like they always say, booty cheeks get tight because you start realizing, hey man, we one step from the finals. He said you start realizing, oh shit, we one step from the finals. How are we gonna react? And some people don't react. They react well. Some people don't react very well. We just have to wait and see.
We
got Kyrie Irving.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Vosh. Go ahead, Vosh.
I was gonna say, well, the Mavs aren't Denver. The Mavs give you a different view of pretty much what pretty much like, all right, Denver gave you two-headed monster. The Mavs will give you 5 dudes that you got like you have to stop.
Yeah, Denver only got one center. Denver's only got one center. Mavericks got 2.
And then Dallas has 2 centers that are totally irrelevant when it comes to like scoring points. And so like now you have to worry about threes and the rim. It's so frustrating to have to worry about every single aspect of basketball. And the Mavericks give you every single aspect from scoring, from free throws to hitting threes to rebounding, block shots, and just like overall winning with 2 dudes
and
2
Tobias.
studs.
Tobias, this is what we just talking about. We just before you came on. Listen, no offense to Joker. He's a great offensive player. But the reason why Ant was getting to the rim all the time when pick and roll, because when you put Joker in a pick and roll, he's not gonna come out there and defend. He says he makes a stiff. You don't have stiffs on this team. You got guys who can actually switch.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We speaking the truth right now.
You got guys who can. You got guys who can switch with Gafford and Lively, big guys who can switch, who can recover back onto their man. You don't have with Joker. It was easy because he couldn't recover. They was either getting dunks. Nas Reed was just going flat out around him during that series. He's not going around these guys now.
Hey, Walt.
Oh, go ahead.
Who does Glenn like? The Globetrotters?
Hey, listen, man. You know he's an AT alien now. He lives in Atlanta now, so he's not from Dallas no more. You know, he used to live in Dallas. but now he lives in Atlanta. So
So
I
Trae
tell him all the time.
Young and
Hold on.
Yeah, I tell him all the time. You can't even claim 214 no more. He's like, I'm 214 for life, but he can't claim 2. What's 770? He a 770 now.
Hey, I be
7-7-0.
I be mad too. Kirk Cousins with my quarterback.
he calls Kendrick KD Kendrick Doncic.
Yeah.
Glenn should be mad that the soccer team outsells Mercedes-Benz Stadium than the damn football team. Now that's what she should be mad about. I said,
now he tripping.
Yeah, man.
Now he tripping.
Yeah, man.
Don't feel until I die, man.
Okay.
Hey, there you go, Glenn. Hey, Glenn. Let me tell you something, Glenn, man. I love your school, man. I love the pictures of your school, man. I was looking at your school. I went to my school even more than your school, man.
He's a Brown dude. He's a T.W. Brown dude, a Kimball dude. Everybody claims Duncanville because they win, bro. That's it.
Oh my God, we got big penis energy down here. Get off the gas, bro.
Come on, man. That guy got 2 broke knees and a broke arm. What are you gonna do? Anyway,
hey Glenn, pause. Okay, pause.
Yeah,
it was a big time pause situation.
Yeah.
And
good luck with Penix.
No. Yeah, listen, and listen. We know y'all don't even fill up the arenas in y'all sports cities, because y'all don't do a whole lot of winning down there. So
Trae Young got them cold down there.
All right, so Grant has already got the Kyrie interview. Shout out to Grant SF. Me and him had a good conversation on Monday. That's my guy.
Up, Grant?
Grant's been looking out for us all season with these interviews. Shout out to Grant. All right, let's go to Kyrie.
That your first quarter high for the postseason, and then quite a bit more on top of that. What did you see early on to attack that aggressively?
I mean, we just had to start off the game with aggressiveness and just make sure we bring Rudy away from the basket as much as possible. We understand that's defensive player of the year. They got first team, second team, all defensive guys. So as much as we could attack them in transition before they set their defense, which I got a few opportunities to do, got a few N1s to go. So I was feeling good in the first quarter and just settling, where we are in this Western Conference Finals. A lot of anxiety, some nerves. I've been here before, so a little bit more poise on my end, just being able to start the game with the confidence and that aggression.
It seemed like they were really working to take away threes, especially, you guys took 4 corner threes. It's vastly different than what you guys just saw against Oklahoma City. How would you describe kind of the differences of what you're seeing on the offensive end?
I mean, they got guys that can cover up a lot of space and do a lot of the little things that don't show up in the stat sheet. They contest a lot of shots, and their rotations are pretty quick. So we know we're going against a high-powered offense, but also a high-powered defense, and that's what leads to a lot of their runouts is a lot of turnovers or a lot of live ball turnovers and getting opportunity to score on us before we set our defense. We're a good defensive team as well, so seeing a lot of chess matches out there, and as long as the team that gets the most stops, gets the offensive rebounds, gets a lot of 50-50 basketballs, does those things, and they'll win.
Kyrie, you talked about having the experience of this stage, but it's been a few years for you. What are the ways that you think you've grown between the player who was last in the conference final and now? Is there a difference to your thinking in those two players?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was surrounded with some veterans and also had an opportunity to take a bit of a back seat in the leadership role. When you're 24, 23 years old, you feel like you're a leader, but you don't know what it really takes to run an organization or really touch guys, on and off the court, where you give them a lot of confidence and you exude that belief in them. So I've just been learning, reading a lot, failing a lot, and also dealing with the heavy criticism while also being able to be back on this stage and not take it for granted. These moments that I look back on my career where I've taken some pretty, tough losses. I've been able to respond, but haven't been able to get back over that hump, getting past the first round or the second round. So, just being truthful about where I am as a player, and then also knowing that I got to support my guys as best I can. And, it's just a new chapter in my life. I was a young man, and I think that, people were holding on to my words and things and actions that I did then. But I think now, being 32 years old, I've crossed over that mountain a little bit and been able to figure out that basketball is it's a sport I was meant to play, and in order to do that, I got to make other guys better too. I can't just be out there scoring and worrying about me.
Speaking of being better, Kyrie, Jason said that you guys did not play very well tonight and found a way to win. Is there a benefit to that? I mean, can that be something that benefits you going forward, knowing that you don't have to necessarily play your best game and you can still get it done and find a way to win?
Yeah, I think J Kid's right. We didn't play our best game. We had moments throughout the game where we looked a little lackadaisical energy-wise and in terms of our rotations, and they got in transition and they hit some big threes that we want to take away from them. So we have some correctables. We have some things that we can talk about tomorrow. But the object of the series is to get as many wins as possible, first to four, while also respecting your opponent and understanding that they're going to give you their best shot in game two. So we did something great tonight, but we didn't win the series, and we understand that. And we know that they're going to be highly motivated to beat us next game as they were tonight. But it just wasn't their night. It was ours, and we got to continue to do the little things that got us this win tonight.
You obviously were rolling the first half. It was kind of Luka's turn there in the fourth quarter. What did you see from him down the stretch there? And, why do you think he was able to get in that kind of rhythm?
I feel like Luka stayed positive, and at times when he reacted to turnovers or passes that didn't go in, didn't convert to baskets for us. I was just reminding him just to keep his head up and realize where we are in the magnitude of this. A lot of guys look to him for emotional stability and emotional strength. We know he's one of the best scorers of all time, really. Now, I mean, he's proven it, and when he's going out there and not necessarily playing well offensively in the first half, I know in the second half he's going to be aggressive, and I think we've been able to figure out that 1-2 punch of just playing the point guard role, playing that main scorer's role, and just not lacking in other areas in the basketball game. He can do other things, and I can do other things other than scoring. So when it's his time to score, it's my time to play defense and get up in my guy and contest shots and continue to do the little things that get us wins.
And you talked about Ants being one of those kids with no fear.
Yeah.
He's on TNT after game 7 talking about, I got Kyrie.
Yeah.
What did you think of that matchup and kind of that game within the game?
Yeah, no, as a peer, man, I love that. I love it, man. It's nothing better. When Ant was a little bit younger, I'm sure he was watching me, and when he was in high school, I was watching him. So for me, it's more of those exciting matchups that I look forward to too. Right after the game, it was funny because he said it right then and there, and I think the whole world was looking like, okay, better know what you're talking about, and I respect that, and that no fear mentality that he has is why I love him as a competitor and why I love him as a person. But when we're on that court, I know he's gonna give it his all. I'm gonna give him my all, and at the end of the game, it's all love, and we're in between those lines. He knows what it is, and I know what it is.
Kyrie, I think this is the 6th straight year there's going to be a new champion.
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about how long it's been since you've been to this conference final stage. Do you sense the urgency or opportunity that's in front of you guys? And is that a message that you sort of impart to the guys?
I just talk about not taking things for granted and also understanding the moment that we're in. Again, I've been to the mountaintop. I've succeeded and I've also failed. So I look at this moment as an opportunity to help other guys really settle in and be aware of what comes with this. There's a lot of maturity that comes with this. There's a lot of awareness of strategy. And there are plenty of basketball techniques that you got to be aware of too. So I think it's a combination of us coming together as a young team, me as, this veteran leader, and, just saying the right things to them where they need to hear in the right spots. And it really takes the off the court stuff, the off the court little things that we do in order to translate things on the court. That's the makings of a great team. One thing is we go out there and play hoop. That's what we do. But off the court, we really support each other. We do the little things.
You and Luke are clearly the most experienced players on this roster. Do you notice the trust level growing from some of your younger teammates to you guys, even throughout the course of the game, that even if things aren't going right, that everybody's sort of staying tight and nobody's really strained?
Yeah. I think we've gotten quite a few tests in these last 2 series where we've lost on the road and we've been able to win on the road. And we've proven to ourselves how to respond to losses. But I think it was the first series where we've been able to start off with a win. Now we got to learn how to deal with this too. We can't be satisfied. The job's not even near finished. So that's what makes this exciting as a competitor, is being able to do it again and knowing that you have to play even harder to get another one.
All right, that was Kyrie. I mean, he brought up some pretty good points there. I like how he said he pretty much. Of course, Kyrie. He's never got any ill will towards anybody. I knew he would see that as competition with what Ant said. But Kendrick, chat me up real quick. Yeah, chat me up real quick, Kendrick. He talked about basically saying that, the job isn't done or whatever, which he's right, and it's understandable. But just chat me up on what you felt about what Kyrie said.
Listen, man. The growth this guy has had, he basically admitted it. I wasn't admitted it out when I was 24, 25, 23. Basically talking about the Boston years, I wasn't ready to lead anybody. I thought I was, but he said I wasn't. He said now being 32 years old, I'm mature enough because of all my failures. And and let's face it, since the Cleveland days, he's had mostly failures on and off the court. He's learned a lot, from himself as a person, on and off the court, and it's really stabilized. And now I think now in this stage, and you always say it ain't where how you start, it's how you finish. In this stage, he's ready to be that leader, for the team. And now it's kind of funny. He is the emotional leader that he couldn't be in Boston or Brooklyn, or so he's now in Dallas with these guys who he's dealing with basically a young team right here. And the Mavericks, except for a few guys, are a young team. Well, he's getting those guys settled down, and then that's all to his He's basically his failures himself as a player. So, but he knows it. Listen, the job's not close to being done. One game, you got the one. Now let's go get two. Can't be satisfied with it. And then after you get two, go get three. It's the first to four. It's the series is not done yet. It's not halfway done yet. Let's go out there and just take it one game at a time. I know it's people always say one game at a time. It's kind of that's what they always say, but it's literally is about one game at a time. You have to take it. Because when you win, like they say, when you win a game, you don't think you ever win, you ever gonna lose. If you lose a game, you never think you're ever gonna win again. So you have to take these things in even spell. And Kyrie's understanding, he's learned that.
I'm sorry. Mavs by 10 Friday. Wait till then. Wait till them threes start dropping.
Yeah, man, it was 6-25. Good grief, we still won.
They have a horrid shooting night from three and still winning is something.
Yeah, Coach, and he basically said Coach Kidd said they didn't play well. They really didn't play well. And they
didn't. I mean, if you think about it, they didn't. That's why I said what I said at halftime. I was like, they've hit them with their best shots, and it did nothing to the Mavericks.
Right.
Again, Minnesota is outmatched. Like that's the reason why Oklahoma City starts doing a heck of lively in like game 2 and 3s and 4s.
Yep.
Like that's the reason why these teams don't seem to adjust and can't seem to adjust to what Jason Kidd is throwing out there. Which is why, I mean, again, I don't understand it, like the Kidd hatred. He's a savant, and what the Mavericks are doing right this very second is confusing everybody. Dirk Nowitzki should do that shit when he got to the league. He confused everybody, which is what pretty much made him great. And like the Mavericks are doing that exact same thing. They're confusing everybody. If you confuse somebody on the basketball court, it's going to frustrate you. Y'all remember 2011, the Mother's Day Massacre? They confused the Lakers and got everybody frustrated. Like just confuse your opponent to the point to where they can't defend you or touch you in any single situation, and you're gonna win that series. Maybe a sweep, maybe 5. I don't see the series going 6. And Minnesota, you shoot the lights out tonight. I'm on triple level game 1. And
I think they're enough trouble. I told Kendrick, I was like, I think they're enough trouble. They might get swept.
Yeah. I mean, like tomorrow. I'm sorry. Friday, maybe one of the games.
I saw all 4 of them. What are they doing? Let's go Mavs in 6.
Oh yeah.
Wherever there's a Drake, the Heat won't be too far.
Big down and triple D, Mavs and six.
Now he's a Dallas. But no. But like seeing these dudes do what they did tonight, and seeing them kind of,
Hey, how you doing, honey?
Oh, now we gonna change the
You doing, honey?
bullshit.
That's a little.
Bullshit. We gonna change the angles for her. He won't change the angles for me, but when it comes to her, he gonna change the angles up.
He's right. He's right.
Keith,
honey.
Keith, nobody want to see your ugly behind, man. That's why you changed the angle. They actually want to keep the show on. What you talking about, man?
We want to see the honeys. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sex sales in this, pretty much in this country, Keith.
I'm sex.
You ain't sex. You ain't nothing about sex, bro.
Watch y'all show.
Peak game, Kyrie said, I quote, OKC was the hardest series I ever played. Why is that? Because 105 can shoot threes. Wolves are handicapped on offense.
But how many handicaps on offense when the whole world crowned their asses in the first and second round on winning the damn championship? And I guarantee you, he was one of those people that like said that shit, bro.
Well, I'll tell you this, Bosh.
The world picked the T-Wolves to win this whole thing. I guarantee you they did.
I feel like that the size and length was getting to Kyrie in the last series. It was hard for him. That's the way I felt.
What the size was and which
size
series?
and length was getting to Kyrie. That's why it was hard for him to score last series.
I mean, if you think about it though, all right. So with Chet Holmgren, and the Junkyard Dogs doing everything, the size of getting to Kyrie, he's played against way better teams with
that was a subpar performance from him. Like he really had trouble scoring in that series.
That's fine. Oh, good. Hey. So with all right, Kyrie's a professional scorer, y'all. Let's not understand. Like, don't forget that part. Kyrie is a professional basketball scorer. He's a scorer of the basketball, and it pretty much won't be even close to him. What we got to understand is like he will pick and choose when and where he wants to score. Like that's his game. He's that dude. And tonight he showed that. Kobe, Jordan, even Parker.
Uh-oh. What happened? Did I lose everybody? I don't know what happened to Vosh or Kendrick. Well, oh, okay. Nope, no Kendrick. Still. Oh, there he is. Kendrick, what the heck happened to you?
I don't know, man. Everything went dark.
Yeah. Well, we lost Vosh too.
Yeah, everything went dark. But
this fool here. And tonight play like Michael B. Jordan's son.
Come on, man. Come on. Campazzo, man, you the realest. You the realest.
Vosh, we got you back?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It wasn't you all good.
Happened to Kendrick too.
I mean, all I was saying is like, bro, like people go on scoring drought, but the moment they actually wake up, I pray for y'all. Luka had the same thing tonight. I mean, Luka had a scoring drought, even though it didn't seem like he had a scoring drought. But like in the Oklahoma City series, Luka had a scoring drought. Like it's a clear scoring drought.
We know why. That's because he had to deal with Lou Dort flopping and shooting, throwing himself on the floor like a
tackled and everything else. Yeah. So like, I mean, this series. Name somebody that's like Lou Dort. You can't. Luka's gonna eat them dudes alive, bro. Hold on, look at the light right there. All right, there we go. So Luka's gonna eat these dudes alive. I'm sorry, Minneapolis, but Tony Dorsett hurt y'all ass. Who else hurt them, bro? baseball wise and sports wise.
Come,
Like,
come on, man. Come on, man.
Dirk
Come on, man.
Nowitzki hurt them with Robert Traylor. I mean, bro, there's so much that. Oh,
Hey,
Mike
didn't
Modano,
Stephon Diggs hurt them too?
Stars.
Did
Yes,
Stephon Diggs hurt them too?
the Stars, Stephon Diggs. I mean, bruh, I'm sorry, North Stars when it comes to the actual stars, bruh.
Latrell
That's
Sprewell
city's in trouble, y'all.
when he said I can't feed my family off 30 mil.
Bro, like that city's in trouble when it comes to this particular series. Y'all are a good fan base, but woo, this dude finna cook y'all. Those
Well, we
two
know-
dudes finna cook y'all.
We know Dallas ain't a good fan base. My God, they can't even put on the damn t-shirts at the games. Have me up there having to watch the upset. All right, here's Luka. His post-game interview. Let's hear what he had to say.
Luka, what does it mean to come in and take control of the series as well as home court advantage in the first game?
It's big time. We know how tough it is to play in this place, especially against a team like Timberwolves. They have so many weapons, so it's big time to take this one.
What kind of message did you guys send? I mean, they got a tall team, and you came in tonight and out rebounding. Part
Really? Yes. I mean, we improved our rebounding a lot since the trade deadline. So everybody's aggressive from the defensive glass, and we've been getting way better at boxing out on the defensive end.
What would you see from Kyrie in the first half, and how critical was it for him to come out firing like that?
Big time, like I said, he probably would be down 20 if he wouldn't score that many points. So I appreciate him keeping us in the game.
And then fourth quarter, you took over. What got you rolling there? And then also, I want to ask you about the couple defensive stops you had there late. The all defensive teams came out. You didn't get a vote. I don't know if you're surprised by that. So let's start with what got you rolling offensively in the fourth.
I just said to myself, we got to win this game. I got to be way better because 3 quarters I didn't play good. So I just came in the fourth, get to my spot, and led the team to win.
And then you had the steal on McDaniels, and probably the first time in your life you ever broke up a lob. Take
You didn't see my young.
Well, okay, first time on the 10-foot rim.
Probably, yeah.
So if you could take us through those couple plays.
I mean, just be active with my hands. Jaden had it going a lot in the whole game. He couldn't miss basically. So I had to do a little bit better job on him. But the last play, we're trying to just see the scouting what people do. So I just read the game. I like to read the game.
Luka, you guys shot 4 corner threes. It's pretty much the opposite of how Oklahoma City was playing you. It was really sticking to them. How different does it feel? Like, did you feel the amount of space that you had driving into the paint?
I mean, they're known for collapsing the paint. So I think we can do a way better job of shooting the 3, getting open looks. I think me and PJ had some open looks, couldn't knock them down, but we made important ones. I'd say we shot 24% from 3. We just got to get more open shots and keep shooting. There's a great shot and keep moving the ball.
You kind of said you made the important ones. What was it? Just kind of sticking with it in that fourth quarter to get the ones you needed, the ones that mattered?
Yeah, just believe. Stay together. Everybody believes in this team. So we're there down 4. We stay together and get the win.
And look at how much confidence can you gain from that? The fact that you guys did not shoot well from 3, and yet you still won here on the road against a tough team the way you did.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. But that's only one game, so we got to come back and try to play the same way, knock down some shots, and get another win if possible.
Luka, we've seen you and Kyrie put up the kind of points combined that you have many times, but when you guys are scoring like that, how tough are you to beat as a team when you guys have it going like that?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends how we played on defense. I think our defense could be way better. I think we played today good defense, but we can be way better. And they're with our pace. We've been last year. Our point of view, in the preseason was to move the ball faster, play with pace, and I think we're doing that fine.
Luka, you talked earlier this postseason, battling through it about your, quote, Real Madrid DNA. When you're working on these comebacks in a game like tonight, does any of that, youthful training come through in those moments? What is the effect there?
I mean, definitely, once you play there for many years and I won there, so it kind of stays with you. And sometimes you just remember those beautiful moments when you win and what it means to win.
Luka, it seemed like you guys had a pretty aggressive game plan as far as guarding Anthony tonight. Like, what was the thought process going into it? Was it going to be anybody but him beating us?
No, I mean, he's an amazing player. You have to put multiple bodies on him. If he's going one-on-one, it's kind of tough to stop him. He's an amazing player, so I think we did a great job on him. But he's going to come back stronger. We got to be ready for everything because he's an unbelievable player that needs to see multiple bodies.
One more, guys.
First time you guys have won a game one. A little different feeling now going into game two, now that you got the victory in game one?
I mean, yeah, but we got to stay the same way. We can't relax. Now that we won game one, we can't relax. We got to play with the same end.
Throughout the playoffs, you faced some pretty aggressive on-ball defenders, and you've effectively snaked into the gap. How important is it for you to be able to snake with contact to get to your spots?
Yeah, it's very important. That's what I said in the fourth quarter. I just trying to get to my spot and be confident in those shots. Just got to do more. Thank you.
Okay, that doesn't need to be understated right there either. The fact that they won on the road. Hold on, give me a second. Stop this damn clip. Okay, there we go. The fact that they just won on the road, not even shooting their best, and they stole one at on the road. That doesn't need to be understated. That's pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, they didn't shoot their best. Like I said, they were 6 out of 25 from three. Usually they give the Mavs the L, but the one thing we got to understand is, guys, that Luka said it also, and if you know, Kyrie said it, and even in the pregame, the key to winning this series is pace. It's pace, not letting the Minnesota Timberwolves set on defense. The Mavericks this season were 6th in pace. The Minnesota Timberwolves were 26th in pace. So that's where the game is going to be won and lost. If the Mavericks can go up and down the floor, push the basketball, they're going to have. It's going to be easy money. The moment that the Mavericks play slow and let Minnesota get into a half court game or set their defense, it's advantage Minnesota. Yep. The Mavericks.
And Kendrick, you said that you liked the pace that the Mavericks played with tonight because
I like
they
the pace
because
they like the pace. Because listen, if you run up down the court, those 7-footers don't mean nothing because them 7-footers don't want to run. They don't want to run for 48 minutes. I know Rudy Gobert don't want to run for 48 minutes up and down the floor. He'll run
we damn sure know Cat don't want to run for 48 minutes.
Yeah, 48 minutes. The only one who probably can is Nas Reed, but still, you saw Ant-Man huffing and puffing because he never had to play at that high pace before. They was just going up and down the floor.
I don't think he had. Yeah, like you say, he went from Jamal Murray to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, like you say, he got that work for him.
Yeah, got the work for him. I mean, Jamal Murray is a slow paced player. But it's easy to play a guy who walks the ball up. But Kyrie can push the tempo, and so that's a different breed of animal. If the Mavericks can, the game's gonna be won and lost with pace. Walt. If the Mavericks can continue playing at a high pace, they're gonna have great success in this series. The moment they start,
that's probably the adjustment they're gonna make. They're gonna tell his coach, get ready to tell me, Ant, I love you, but you ain't guarding Kyrie next game. You're not doing it. So
if the Mavericks slow the ball up and start walking it up, then it's advantage Timberwolves because Timberwolves don't have to run, they don't have to move as much.
Yeah, they're gonna tell him, we love you, but you're not guarding Kyrie this game. Sorry, you're not guarding him. Alexander might get Kyrie next game.
But only adjustment I think the Timberwolves may try to make to try to slow that pace down is they may try to pick up 94 feet. They may try to pick just to.
Oh, you mean a full court press?
Yeah, pick up 94 feet with Alexander and McDaniels just to slow the Mavericks down. But either way that happened, even if that happens, the Mavericks got good enough ball handlers to Kyrie Luka to break
you you still got Junior and Josh Green, pretty good ball handlers.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. That's the only thing I think adjustment wise they'll try to do to try to slow down the pace. But if the Mavericks can continue to play, the game's gonna be one loss with pace, guys. The Mavericks continue their pace, they got a good chance to win. If they don't, it's advantage Timberwolves.
Go ahead, Vosh.
Kyrie is very unpressable. He's probably the most unpressable guy in basketball.
Yeah, they'll try that. They'll try that, and then they're gonna back off of that real quick.
like real fast. Like Minnesota has a heel decline when it comes to this series, even after game one. They're cooked, they're baked, and the Mavericks showed them that. I've been trying to say that.
Not only that, they just played Monday night.
That's fine. Yeah.
But hold on, Tobias. Yeah, I understand what you said there, Walt. But the fact of the matter is, they are a slow team. Listen, like when they play Sunday night, the Pacers play Sunday night, but the Pacers used to playing fast. That's why the up and down game don't hurt the Pacers, because they used to playing with pace. The Pacers are like number one in pace, but Timberwolves, like I said, they're 26. They don't go up and down the floor like that. They like to walk the ball up and play half court offense, half court defense. Play with pace, and it gets them out that game because they can't set defense and they get tired as much. Them 7-footers don't matter as much instead of running up and down the court, and they dog tired when the fourth quarter comes. That's what we saw tonight. Go ahead, Tobias. I'm sorry for cutting y'all back.
Okay, so Coach Kidd is sitting pretty when it comes to positioning players. Coach Kidd is good when it comes to superstar status. Coach Kidd is good when it comes to height, rebounding, and defense. Y'all not see Luka actually like accepting the challenge and guarding people. But I'm sorry, Minnesota, yo. Can't say it enough. But the Mavericks have more than one way to beat you. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And this team is showing you just that. Like, I haven't seen it this playoff, but seeing Mavericks versus T-Wolves, bro. Everybody else, like the whole world is like telling Minnesota, y'all are good enough to win the final in the first round. Y'all are good enough to beat everybody in the first round. And then the Mavericks come along after two tough series. Same as hockey. With the Stars. Beat Vegas, beat Colorado, and then now there's Edmonton, and everybody going, well, Edmonton is not really ready for the blitz that, they're about to get. Minnesota's not equipped for the blitz they're about to get. I'm sorry, bro. Mike Conley.
Hey, Kendrick, what was Mike Conley doing?
So what?
What was Mike Conley doing?
What are you talking about, Mike Conley? What was he doing? What are you talking about?
You said he was over there hiding. He's over there.
He was hiding on defense. Yeah, he was hiding on defense.
I said, Kendrick. I said they're gonna be looking for Mike Conley.
They
trying to get him.
They were hunting Mike Conley and Nikhil Alexander out there. They was hunting them dudes, because them dudes right there was sitting up to hide on defense. But on this team, you can't hide. They could hide in the Denver series. They can't hide in this one.
Kyle Landry too. He had what? 19 points, 11 points.
No, he had 11 points. Yeah, he had 11 points in the first half, and then he got played out. He got played off the court in the second half.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Kyle Anderson got really poor in that second half. He got really poor.
I'm sorry, yeah. Kyle Anderson. Expert. He was good with Pop in them. So, like, Pop helped develop, pretty much, like, develop his basketball IQ. But he's no boys be out. And I think that he's going to play himself off the court. And the kid's going to coach himself off the court. Kyle Anderson may not ever be seen unless it's mop-up duty. But
well, he has to come in for Gobert at some point. He has to come in for Gobert at some point.
6'6".
Yeah, but he
no
comes in for
Gobert.
Gobert.
All right, good luck to you, sir, because now Derrick Jones Jr. is waiting on you. Or even in like game 2 or game 3, now we got Maxi Kleber coming. Bruh, the T-Wolves are cooked.
We might
I'm
not. We
saying
might.
it.
Hey, we might. This would be great. We might if we could save Maxi to the NBA Finals. That'd be great.
Well, bring him in for at least 1 or 2
Oh
games.
no.
No,
We
no.
good. We good.
Because of like rust factor, because of
You just can't drop.
acclimation.
You just can't drop him into the NBA Finals.
Nah, I
Hey,
tell you
come
what,
on.
Ken. I tell you what, Vosh.
What?
If he comes back, we ain't looking for him to score. We just need him to play defense. That's it.
Play him like
We don't need. I don't need him getting his shot up. He good. All we just need to know is can your feet move and can you put your other arm up to do like this?
Well, hell,
That's
it wasn't no. He didn't sprain an ankle. He just sprained.
Hey, listen. If it was up to me, I told you I saw him running on the treadmill at practice. I told you what it was. When you running on the treadmill in practice, you try to get your conditioning and cardio back up. That means you're making a return.
Well, I don't want to keep harping on this, but I got to. If you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves path to the West Finals, I was looking it up. Phoenix one in the bottom 4th in pace, slow team. So it plays basically the same way Minnesota does because they don't have a point guard. The Denver Nuggets, as much as we like to say pace, they're middle of the pack in pace. So this is the fastest team that the Denver Nuggets have played in the playoffs. The Mavericks were sixth in pace. They go up and down the floor. Not only just they go up and down the floor just running. Luka Doncic is such a skilled passer. He can beat you just 94 feet of end-to-end passing, moving the ball up the court. That's pace. So it's like I said, it's a big adjustment now that the Timberwolves have to see a team that goes up and down the court. Like I said before, it's good to have those 7-footers, but when they big ass got to keep running up and down this floor, at some point that dam's going to break, and you got to take Rudy Gobert, Karl-Anthony Towns. You can't have all them guys on the floor. They're going to have to go even smaller, go into that bench, which they don't want to do, and that's really advantage Mavs right there if that happens.
Well,
hey, we beat OKC in 5 or 6 games.
Game 6.
Okay, game 6. Okay, I'm just checking, make sure. All right, man. So I was waiting around for Coach Kidd, but it does not look that we have a Coach Kidd interview. So I guess we'll hear from Coach Kidd on Friday.
Coach, you tripping, man. We play your theme song at the start thing and everything, man.
He did tell us to keep up the good work on the post game show.
Yeah, man. You guys just keep up the good work. Bring your ass on the post game show, man. That's it.
I'm just saying, I don't know if he talked or not, or if he didn't talk yet. I don't know, but there's no Coach Kidd interview. But
what's wrong with you, man? All right.
Sorry.
What's wrong with
Sorry.
you?
He's busy trying to coach a team to the Western Conference Finals, so we can give him a pass.
I know.
But yeah, man.
What Tony Braxton that? Break my heart.
Wow, really? Man, the coach got you to the Western Conference Finals. You want to bring that up? Wow, that's so disrespectful. So Friday, it looks like we'll be back with another 7:30 start. Now, come Sunday, I'll be on the road because I'll be in Ohio when I'll be in the house that Max Strus built.
Not for long. We probably won't get cut.
Max Strus, I might get there. You say, "Nah, they built that house. They kicked me out of it, so I had to come over there."
Max Strus said, "I put one nail in. They told me to tear my ass."
Well, no, get it out of there. So I'll be on the road then. But yeah, man, we'll be back Friday. Vosh, I tell you what, on Friday, tomorrow, I should have this device that I'm telling you about. If I get it to work Friday, I'll bring it to the shop. You can just pick it up if you can, you just pick it up on Saturday. And I'll show you how to use it.
All right.
Since the shop is right down the street from you, I'll give it to you, and you can keep that. But I'm gonna figure out how to get it to work before I give it to you.
Good guy, you can block out Keith from now on. That's a good thing. What it do, baby?
Oh, look at that! Shout out to Tovak, the real MVP. Look at that.
Oh,
Shots fired at Joker.
Good grief. Shots fired at us.
Shots
Well,
fired
we
at
gonna try-
that was shots fired at Joker. Joker's the
Oh,
MVP.
okay.
Not us. All right, man. So we'll be back Friday. When the Mavs take on the Timberwolves in game 2.
Game 2.
Is the season on the line, Kendrick?
What for the T-Wolves? No, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tony Brothers gonna be in the house on Friday night.
Oh, God.
Guaranteed.
Strike me down.
Tony Brothers punk ass gonna be in there.
Strike me
Trying
down.
to throw Luka and Jason Kidd out in the same game.
My God. Man, let Luka get creamed over there by the announcer's table and didn't call, just looked at him. Like, what do you want me to do?
Man, somebody need to kidnap Tony Brothers, put him in the trunk and just leave him there for about a couple of days.
My God. All right, so we'll be back Friday
No, I
night.
didn't
But
mean that.
until then,
Don't
keep
kidnap
your feet
Tony
on the
Brothers.
ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, then we will see you around live on Friday at 7 o'clock.
But if you want to flatten this tire to the airport, go right ahead.
And he'll just get an Uber.